So it seems that the Illuminati just came out with another article. So it says Power Rangers Reboot, why Green shouldn't be the new leader. Power Rangers Reboot currently plans to introduce a Green Ranger as leader. Find out how this could affect the possible female Red Ranger debut. Why is everybody still talking about this as if it's gonna happen? We already had a female Red Ranger in Cosmic Fury full time, but we don't need another one in the reboot. Now I feel like you're just pushing men as Red Rangers leaders away. I don't know how I feel about this stuff, but we really don't know if this is actually true. And until we hear from the horse's mouth, I'm not believing it. The Red Ranger should always be male, no matter what. And I'm not against females being leaders or anything. I'm not. But what I'm trying to say is that we don't need another one. We already had that in Cosmic Fury with Amelia. And she's a good Red Ranger. Not great, but she's good. But why would you want to have another female Red Ranger in a reboot? Now I feel like you're just disrespecting the Power Rangers as a whole. That's just how I feel. And I'm glad that you got them having issues with the Green Ranger being the leader, just because you want to pay tribute to Jason David Frank as the leader from the White Ranger to Red Zeo, Red Turbo, and Black Dino Thunder, but that doesn't mean that the Green Ranger should be the leader. It just doesn't make any sense. So let's get to it. The status quo of Power Rangers may be on the verge of changing. With the reboot around the corner, talks have been brewing about Green taking charge instead of Red. Now let's talk about how and why that could be a problem. Power Rangers has adapted the Red Ranger leader role from the Super Sentai series while establishing many iconic characters original to the franchise. Although many of the leaders were donning red, there were a few occurrences where the leader of a Ranger team deviated from the assigned color. This includes the first White Ranger and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, which featured the return of Tommy Oliver due to the popular demand. There have also been other non-red leaders such as White Alien, Time Force Pink, and even temporary leaders such as Wild Force Yellow. The Power Rangers Reboot Green Ranger should not be the leader at the expense of the new Red Ranger. Though the details are unconfirmed, the reboot has been reported to set the Green Ranger as the leader of the team, but at the potential cost of a female Red Ranger. I don't understand why is everybody still believing that the Red Ranger should be female and should be leader going forward. Now I feel like you're just trying to replace males as Red Rangers since 30 years. Yes, not all Red Rangers were leaders and males, but that doesn't mean that you should change everything of what made Power Rangers famous in the first place. Because that right there is like a slap in the face. I don't know, it just seems kind of weird, you know, and like I said, Taylor, Jen, the White Alien Ranger, they were leaders at one point, but that doesn't mean that we should have a female Red Rangers going forward. Like now I feel like you're just trying to push men away. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because this sounds like what feminists are trying to do. They try to push the agendas of pushing male leaders away so women can just be present and take over. Sometimes you have to understand too, most female leaders are not that good. But I think when it comes to Cosmic Fury, they actually did an amazing job on making Amelia a good leader and a good Red Ranger. They did a great job on that. But as far as like the reboot goes, I don't trust it. I don't believe it. Because none of this is confirmed anyway, so why is everybody still talking about it and believing it? That's just my personal opinion. The Green Ranger leaning would be a counterproductive move, as the female Red Ranger has been a rare and significant feature in Power Rangers since the role often only features male characters. As there are many aspects to the situation, we have established a full breakdown on why this could have occurred and why both choices are ill-fitted for the future. Power Rangers Cosmic Fury feature Amelia becoming the first full-time Red Ranger, with other past female Rangers being temporary additions. Other female Red Rangers have included Lauren Sheba in Power Rangers Samurai, an evil Squad Red Ranger, and even the comic exclusive 1969 Red Ranger. The 30th season of Power Rangers finally debuted the significant original Ranger and marked a significant evolution for the franchise. The leadership role of a Red Ranger has been a highlighted aspect, with Hunter Dino excelling in the momentous, or whatever you say this part, historic moment of Power Rangers. And honestly, like I said, I think they did a great job with her character as the Red Ranger. I think she brought a lot of fun as the leader. She held the team together in the beginning of Cosmic Fury, even when she was still Pink Ranger at the time. But once she became the Red Ranger, I feel like it completely changed the game. But that doesn't mean that the reboot should also have a second female Red Ranger just because Amelia became the full-time Red Ranger. That sounds silly and dumb, honestly. The 30th season appeared to be a great way to test how fans would react to a female Red Ranger. Although some fans were worried about the effect of Zato's character, her debut proved to be worthy and well written. However, with the female Red Ranger expected for a reboot, the rumored change in leadership of color significance. This means that not only will the Red Ranger have an alternate role, but the magnitude of making a female character as the Red Ranger will carry less weight. I understand some aspects of it, but that doesn't mean that we really need a female leader in the reboot. Nobody asked for this. Nobody wanted it. I don't. I've already accepted Amelia as a Red Ranger in Cosmic Fury, but we don't need it in the reboot. We shouldn't be fighting for this. I'm not. So until all of this is confirmed, I don't believe it. Despite being an odd choice, the Green Ranger being made the leader of the team could be a way to honor one of the most significant characters in the Power Rangers universe. Tommy Oliver was the original Green Ranger, played by Jason David Frank, with the legendary Ranger dearly missed after his passing. As Tommy becomes white and later red, this choice of leadership in the reboot could be a way to commemorate JDF's contributions to the franchise. This choice will also break the mold that fans have been used to, while also providing the deviation of Super Sentai that was originally planned. And like I said, you don't really need to make the Green Ranger leader just because Jason David Frank was the face of Power Rangers. Like, it doesn't need to work like that just because this happened and that happened. Sometimes I just think that people believe the internet sometimes. I mean, unless we get like real confirmation from the man himself that they really are gonna make the female leader in the reboot, you're gonna have mixed reactions for the most part. But if you're gonna make a Power Rangers reboot, what thing should you make it? Is it gonna be dinosaurs? Is it gonna be animals? Is it gonna be just straight Power Rangers? But we don't know what's what. Right now, it's still a bunch of rumors. It's still a bunch of speculation. If the goal is to establish a new character to inherit the future of the Power Rangers, this kind of a big change would make sense. This kind of change to the Ranger roles would make sense in the light of Tommy Oliver's legacy and the changes he helped forge. However, the big picture has yet to be revealed, along with any reasons for such dramatic alterations for the reboot. The Power Rangers reboot is currently in pre-production, with more development expected to take place after the SAG strike concludes. More details are expected in the near future. Honestly, I don't think neither of them should be leaders. A female Red Ranger shouldn't be the leader. The Green Ranger shouldn't be the leader. A male Red Ranger should always be the leader no matter what. We've been talking about this crap since 2020. So I don't understand why everybody is still bragging about it and believing in it. I don't. So until we get confirmation that it's a real deal, I'm not believing any of this. So, link to the article will be down below, and I'm gonna catch you on my next one.